Can we just drink it? Do I have to shotgun?
Rabbit holes, digressions, and a little bit of digestion.
So if you're looking for a new bald man in your life,
Oh, hey there, Chris.
Whoa! Luckily, because of the bubbles, there's no indigestion.
You just know, and like they're not wearing any pants. Unpopular opinion.
I get it, because shotguns and dive bars, hand in hand, right?
What are you in for? Leather lung?
That's the beer review. Shut up. That's the beer review. Shut up.
No sausage, please. Yeah, just don't touch that quick. Okay, we're back.
Yo,
We're here.
Or just don't
Welcome
touch
back.
shit.
Small technical difficulty, but we're here.
We're back. We're live. We're here.
Hey. We're not live. This will definitely be edited.
I am not alive.
We're back to Heather's intervention.
Heather's intervention. No, but like.
We hear you. We see you.
Oh, they don't want to see us.
All right, I'll go to my follow-up question now. And this is actually going to go to Living Wreckage, if that's okay. Can we talk a little Living Wreckage?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Who?
Is that the band we mentioned about 8 times before he actually said 3 words?
I don't even know why Matt's here, other than the fact.
Yeah, where the fuck is Done? How about some Bashan? You know, the fucking real guys. Where the fuck are thems? Getting ready to do real shit.
For the listening audience, like anytime that we have like a guest that like actually is part of a band, we always recommend that they go and check out like on their own, because we don't do a whole hell of a lot of research. We'll link some stuff, like obviously, so you can like find them quickly, but they're actually very easy to find. It's livingwreckage.com. Like you put that in that little scrolling, like that little bar where it says Google, I think now, like on a regular basis. But
Oh, so you guys have your own setup.
It's a motherfucking website, know what I mean? Hey, listen.
dude, these guys know what's up.
You know,
But
we're on all the streaming sites, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Finding us on it.
The point of the question, and actually just reading off of your bio, you guys take your biggest influences in like the 80s era of rock and you try to modernize it.
Yeah.
So like with your like
You can tell in the guitar work.
taking
Yeah.
an
Oh, for sure.
old school style,
Yeah.
like this still has like the soul and like the character of like the old school style, and trying to modernize that.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, talk to us about that process, like, and the reception of it. I guess I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, shit. I was fortunate enough to, get the call and come in. My boy Morency, the drummer, had started jamming with Done and jamming on some of these tunes, and they wanted this to be a dual lead guitar band, and so Morency thought of me, and I mean this fucking guy. He was the bass player in Frozen. He's the drummer of
Like the Disney movie?
Living Wreckage. Huh?
The Disney movie?
Yeah, the Disney movie. He
That's
was doing fucking triple axles and all kinds of shit. You'd fucking throw a short skirt on him and some ice skates.
We went
he's
to the
fucking all
wrong
set.
DCU
No,
shows.
but
The cold doesn't bother me anymore.
for real, this fucking dude was. Listen, he was the fucking bass player for Frozen. He's the drummer of Living Wreckage, and he's the fucking guitar player for Let Us Pray. Like, the dude can do anything. But anyway, he got in touch with me. I started and I learned these fucking songs. And I'm like, holy shit! Like, I love what's going on here, and I immediately it fucking made sense to me, like what they were going for, and I started writing for it, and it's like the idea is just trying to fucking hit it hard emotionally and just deliver on the heaviness, but think about thrash, think about the 80s fucking fluency, and just Rat, Skid Row, and then go to Pantera, and then sometimes we throw in some fucking grunge parts, you know, that kind of groove. But we want to fucking slam and put like a modern feel on it, and that's kind of the thing that we're going for. And you know, we got a new album that we're working on getting released right now, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear one of the newer tunes very soon, and that'll be fun when that happens. I can't say a whole lot. Yeah, I can't say a whole lot about that, but you know,
Matt,
there's
you
a lot
can say
of
whatever you
behind the
want
scenes.
to us. We are amongst friends.
Well, I appreciate you, sir, but you know, sometimes you know.
Fuck your producers and promoters.
No, God bless them all. Know what I mean?
No, absolutely. Like
No,
you guys are
kinda
taking good care of our boys on Living Records.
Yeah,
and that's
we
what
got
appreciate
really
about
really lucky and fortunate with. I mean, you know, Matt and John have been in this industry for years, and they are absolutely fucking true professionals, and they've somehow managed to remain humble. Like they just, they're fucking incredible people, but they know a lot of people in the industry, which absolutely helps. But we're fortunate. We just recently landed FM Music. We're with the FM management, and it's awesome to have them in our corner doing what they do for us, and can't thank them enough. And Chris Canella. But we're making some shit happen, and we're doing everything that we can to, you know, get this material out there. It's a tough thing, man. It's
not easy.
You don't like, most people don't see what goes into A, the fucking live show, and B, the actual album that comes out or the release. They just don't. They don't see.
Right.
They don't see, you know, some fucking asshole sweating over his guitar, coming up with a fucking riff, and then being like, "I think that's good enough to fucking send out."
And send it
Yeah,
to
I mean,
everyone of
we're
his friends
both
to
in
make
the
sure it sounds
we're both in
good
the
and-
writing process for both our bands, if I'm correct, Marcus.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, they'll listen to him.
Well,
No.
y'all, you feel where I'm coming
Oh yeah,
from.
no, 100%.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to get
let me
the-
also put it out there that
I'm trying to get the originals that they
we're
already
balls
wrote.
deep in the Basil Hayden right now, man. I'm hitting
No,
this shit.
I
I was saying,
kind
is
of have.
that bottle over there empty? Because we have a
Yeah.
third
That's gone.
I got the rice though.
Gone.
That's decorative right now.
Gone. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a fucking Christmas ornament, guy.
you
We
got-
fucking killed this a while ago.
Wait, you guys use some more Glenfiddich?
So I kind of have a two-part question for you.
Yeah, I think the
Does
stuff
the
on
Pope
bottom
shit
of
in the woods?
I'll be right over.
So I kind of have a two-part question for you, Matt.
Sure.
Okay, so for one, where you guys have
Grazie.
been around long enough to see kind of, as I said
Okay,
earlier,
I'll take another
both
finger.
spectrums of how
That's
social
okay.
media and modern day technology has affected music.
Yes.
Do you think it has affected you or hit you mentally of where that kind of threw you guys into to, you know, the younger generation where it's like, holy shit, this is Living Wreckage, to where, you know, where my generation was, as I said, I think it was during the break, if I'm not mistaken, where it was kind of like, I found Shadows Fall, and eventually my dad's like, you know, like, I know these guys because they're related to XYZ, this is how that grows up. Do you think that affected you? But I know you and me have also had conversations where, and obviously we can edit this if we need to, where you've sent me some things
What?
and you've been like, what do you think as an outsider?
Oh yeah.
And
Some of
I-
that stuff that I can't talk about because it hasn't turned into what it's
No,
going to
for
be.
sure.
But I trust you, and
Yeah.
I understand that you're you know, into this shit. But
We're not pouring this guy deep enough. He's not giving.
No,
us
no,
any-
No, but I guess my main question is like hearing from kind of the outsider's perspective, but also in the sense of like, I know Maddie enough to know where he trusts my input. Do you think it's kind of harder for you to find the input you're looking for, as far as like, I need somebody that's looking for that old school sound, but also isn't gonna kiss my ass because they've seen where I'm at now as a musician?
well,
Like, do you feel like you've
I
gotten
will-
kind of thrown into that weird era where it's like, now I'm nobody, and all of a sudden, because I'm social media, I'm a little bit more than what I was at maybe 3 years ago?
I'm going to
I guess is
attempt
my
to
question.
fucking answer this question because I have a feeling I know where you're going. I listen, I joined this fucking band, and I was a Shadows Fall fucking kid, man. Like those dudes, I looked up to them when I was in high school. Like I remember, starting to play shows and everything, and I fucking got Somber Eyes to the Sky, and I was like, that fucking album like kicked me in the nuts.
Awesome.
And I got that like not long after I got into like In Flames and At the Gates and everything.
Yeah.
So I saw where they were going, and at the same time I was into like Victory Wreckage shit. I was into fucking like Earth Crisis and all of that stuff. And so
Dude.
I fucking like as soon as I heard Somber Eyes to the Sky, I was like, oh fuck, man, I wish I was in this band. So years later, not to sound like Brick, it's fucking cool to. It was like really cool to get the opportunity to jam with these guys, and now these dudes are my boys, but we write what we write, and we don't even fucking demo it out until we feel that it's fucking it's got something, and we don't So I guess the bottom line is we believe in it. We believe what we're doing is a good thing, and we're happy with what we're doing. And I think any band that, and I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but any band that writes for anybody else, it's not real. You got to write for yourself, and if people gravitate towards it, if people cling on to it, then that's like, then you're lucky. That's amazing, because the what you're trying to do is you're trying to put together a whole idea where you're trying to put yourself out there, and you're trying to be true to your craft, and you're trying to make things. You're trying to fucking rock the fuck out, man. That's the But with this band, like especially with this new record, we have really taken a step back and it's been a while since the first record came out, and we have so many fucking ideas and so many demos, and
That's good though.
It's a good thing. But beyond the demos, Done and I have so many fucking riffs that we've thrown back and forth at each other. We have like a folder of fucking demos that are there, and then we have like folders of like half-assed ideas that are just waiting, and then we have like shit that we just throw back and forth to each other. But it's Done writes a lot. Bashan's got so much. Like we just everybody puts into this fucking bit, and
awesome,
and dude, Sage is fucking unbelievable.
And I think
it's like
he's a power dude. Like
he
so
is.
If I can like start like what I love about you guys' band, I actually feel like the fact that like every one of you came from like such a crazy cool background. The fact that every one of you can like bring an idea together, and like this is like what the product is gonna be. And again, I was reading, it's like everybody like we're stepping back, like we're taking risks, we're doing creative like stretches like on this next like upcoming album. Like this is the stuff that gets me as like I've been a lover of music since basically I was like from the womb. Like I did the athlete thing, I did this thing, that thing, the sport, like blah 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 blah. But I've always had like the music thing. I think I was like the first one in my family to like break out. It's like nope, music.
Yeah.
No,
Give me some
and
fucking rock, dude.
Sure.
And I think that's so important because, and obviously we can edit this out if need to be, but I think that's so important because, as I said earlier, I got stuck in this weird generation of, like, you're suddenly thrown into this, but your parents are raising you into this. But I also had, you, who I looked up to for a long time because I found you through, like I said, like the Tony Hawk games, and all of a sudden it led into, like, oh, I know this guy from my dad who, like, all the things. And I get to kind of connect with you on that level. And I've got to reach out to, like, how do you think of this sound? How do you think of that? And I think that's so cool to me to kind of see bands that genuinely care. And I know this sounds cliche and I know this sounds sponsored, but genuinely care about how the fans feel about this kind of transition. And I know you've sent me a couple of things that have been I reach out to you and like, this feels like old school,
Yeah.
XYZ band at the time, and like it makes me feel at home, and it makes me feel like a young skater kid again, and it makes me feel like all these things, and brings back the nostalgia, and I think that's such a lost thing, because so many people, they look to the fans and like, okay, what's popular now? What's gonna get us through now? And I think it's so rare nowadays for bands to genuinely reach out to their fans or their family and their friends and kind of be like, does this make you feel young again? Does this make you feel carefree again? Or does this genuinely make you feel like, for once in the millisecond of how many hours you have to suffer, feel like a human again? And I think that's so separated. And I know that's kind of
that's one thing that we're really trying to do, is that we're trying to hone in on what we love, but like I said, Sage is amazing, and he writes great fucking lyrics, and Bashand is so fucking good with finish work. Like, I'll come up with an idea and I'll just like go through like the riffs and everything like that, and I'll be like, okay, and I can come up with an arrangement, but when I do, like, it'll be like maybe like 70% there, and then Bashand will come in and he'll be like, okay, that sounds cool. What if you did this? What if you did that? What if you did this? What if you cut that here? And then Sage throws in his lyrics and he's like, yeah, I think this part's going a little too long. We need to cut this here, and then you're like, fuck, didn't think of that, and then it starts turning into what a fucking song is.
No, for sure.
Instead of just being a bunch of fucking riffs thrown together by some ADD asshole that loves to drink whiskey all the time.
You know what? Fair.
You know what I mean?
No, but for sure. But do you feel like where you're at is where you're at in as far as who you've been able to play with, things you've been able to experience? Do you feel that you've been able to make that connectivity with fans or with the outside world, as far as, what do you guys want from us, and genuinely mean it and feel like you've made that impact? But I guess as far as also my dad's side of it, where he's kind of, in the same era as you, where you guys have kind of grown up with the same aspect of music and discovering bands as you go see them, do you also feel like they've been able to kept a respectfulness to that kind of old school era, as we care about what the fans think and we're going to grow with you guys?
Well,
because for me, as far as what I've been able to witness, as I said, growing up with Shadows Fall from the games, or you guys, and living Wreckage and things like that, you've kind of grown with people, but also kept that respectiveness to the people who have that nostalgia. Like, do you think that you've been able to keep that along the ways, but do you guys also think that they've been able to keep that too?
I think we stay true to ourselves. Yeah. I think that we write what we believe in, and we're not trying to compromise it. Most bands will say similar shit to that, but it's tough, because what we're doing right now, it's not perfect. It's far from it, because
are you post power hardcore pre?
I know that's an
I want to
issue
label
too.
this shit.
You can.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, call it fucking 80s rock. Fucking
I'm like post heavy metal, but pre
thrash.
But that's the thing too, is I feel like so many bands, especially nowadays, you have to, no matter how long you've been around, you have to fit in this bubble of
that's the
describe yourself to a
That's the fucking biggest thing, is that every fucking fan, everybody, every fucking industry type, they want to be able to fit you into a box. They want to be able to. Right. They want to know what your shape is, and they want to have that shape, and they want to put you into their fucking house, and they want to be able to be like, oh, this shit fits.
But then every band also wants to be like, no, I'm the OG of this genre. Like, I am post hardcore death. It's like, the fuck you talking about, dude?
Yeah, but
do you have good music or not?
If you get excited,
Exactly.
it can go either way. So if you get like fucking super excited about I could sit here and be like, oh, we're this and that and blah 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 blah. Like, dude, we just fucking do what we like. We're fans of metal. We're fans of fucking rock. We grew up on 80s metal. We grew up on Van Halen. We fucking love Pantera. We fucking love Skid Row.
And we're playing in 2026.
And we're playing in 2026, and we love to groove fucking hard.
Yep.
No.
And I know, like, I think this next record is gonna sound a little bit different than the last one, because we have really taken our time to structure these songs, and at this point, there's more to come. Right now, we have 6 songs that are like mixed, mastered, ready to fucking roll, and we could release them tomorrow. But we're trying to take care of all of the industry shit. We are going. We're trying to do everything that we can to fucking get the rest of that.
Right. You got to do it in correctly. I don't want to use that word correctly, but there's a way to do it where it works.
I call it the in the stall shit for a good time call.
No, do you feel?
And then Cam Neely shows up.
No, for sure.
No, Dumb and Dumber. No, nobody.
But as a fan, because I'm not a musician.
I fixed that man's washing machine one time.
Yeah. And you get these people, and you get this, the top 10 checklists to be a pop star. And for me, music has always been about the energy. It has.
Oh, absolutely.
It really is. And not everything is going to appeal to everybody else. But it wasn't supposed to. It wasn't.
Dave, let me ask you, do you think Kanye West is a rock star?
Kanye West? I don't think he's a fucking musician.
Heard.
On the record, everybody.
Edit.
No, but
No, we can keep that in.
So
we're not big
now
enough for him to hurt us.
We're not getting canceled by Kanye West.
Oh, not yet.
Actually, that'd be fucking awesome if we did.
How would you?
He's gonna
The
come.
fucking guy. Did you see the shit that he came out with over the fucking summer? Oh my.
Okay, so
God.
now here's my question to
You talking about
you
Kanye West or
guys.
Diddy?
You guys have been both
You mean
friends.
Yee?
Yeezy or whatever it is.
The fucking Yee
But-
shit that came out over the summer? Oh, you guys
So-
didn't
I'm
hear
gonna
that?
come out in a 3-piece white suit
man.
and 1,000 fucking pounds of fucking white lube.
Wait, hold on.
We're gonna have a good time.
Wait, hold on. Dave, what?
Spacesuits.
Hold on,
We
Dave.
gotta
What?
talk
I'm
it.
sorry, I went to a puffy
We're
party.
talking spacesuits. We're talking
No, but-
fucking pizza,
No, but I'm
fucking
saying-
burgers.
But hey,
Stick a fucking
fuck Kanye.
noodle
So-
out of my
I'm sorry.
ass.
Now on
Fucking
different
celery.
ends of the spectrum, where you guys, as long as I've at least known, I don't want to say the both of you because one of you is my father, so I've known you for 30 years.
I knew you 30 seconds before you knew me.
No, but realistically, because
You
like
did
I
it wrong,
kind
bro.
of,
The rest of us are at the bar while the birthing process is happening.
I kind
You
of
weren't
grew up
even
with
around
at
when
least.
she was born.
I kind of grew up with at
Actually,
least
might have-
Maddie's era of music and kind of what like his job was to kind of, I guess, modernize it to conform to what's comfortable, what's gonna get you a little bit bigger, a little bit quicker. But like, what as far as you, David, my father,
Other than David.
but like
Other
what?
David.
But like, what have you seen as the outside aspect, as far as knowing Maddie and seeing what he's done to kind of, like, what struggles can you see from the outside, from growing up with seeing these, big bands from, I know we talked about recently, from like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, they seen Skinner for, $10 front row or whatever the case was or something. But like also still seeing bands like Maddie, who's really trying to hold on to those old school rock and roll roots. Where the comfortability and the atmosphere is still there, but not wanting to necessarily charge the $300, $4 to still have those feelings to pass on to your kids, I guess.
Okay. First of all, music isn't about conformity. It should never be about conformity.
That's fucking punk rock, man.
No, seriously. It shouldn't
No,
be.
for sure.
I mean, because it's like Matt said.
Dude,
Matt,
I'm a punk bro. Like, don't even.
I love punk. But, like Matt said, they play what's true to them.
Right.
And anyone that understands their music or can relate to their music, whether it's a life situation or whatever, those people understand, those people follow. Like I said, life isn't perfect to begin with. Music isn't perfect to begin with.
Right.
So the energy they bring, the energy that people understand, that's their following. And that's fine. It doesn't have to be a mass thing. It could be a small thing. It can be a group
Right.
thing. It could be a clique thing. It doesn't fucking matter. It's what's true to you. And that's what should always matter. It shouldn't be the top 10 things to be a pop singer is,
Right.
and that's what they create. I said I heard music. Someone showed me actually threw a song for me, and it was I like a lot of bluesy rock, whiskey type music.
He kind of spoon fed me
Yeah.
the Johnny Cash.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But I like that gravelly, and I'm not saying I like.
It's
heavy.
raw and natural.
Yeah, it's raw, it's natural, but I grew up with Ozzy, I grew up with Lemmy, I grew up with Van Halen, I grew up with a lot of blues. But I'm sorry, without blues, you wouldn't have rock. Plain and simple.
Agreed.
No, for sure. Without the
You
BB
wouldn't
Kings
have
of the world,
Yep.
you wouldn't
But-
have what you
somewhere.
have today.
Yeah, but I heard this song, and I'm like, you know what? That has a friggin', it has a wicked raw sound to it. It's gravelly, and has really good lyrics to it. I'm like, who the hell's singing this? And she told me, this ain't even a song. This ain't even a real singer. It was, and that goes back to what you were talking about earlier. It was all AI.
No.
It was, it's like, to me, that just like, I actually, like, fell down a few levels at that point.
No, for
But
you.
like guys with Matt, it's like they play with a certain energy. They have a message that they want to send. They have, they have a way about themselves, and they're gonna stay true to themselves.
1,000%.
And it ain't about being mainstream. It isn't about being the top 10. It ain't about having 1 million followers on fucking Instagram, Twitter, whatever the fuck you're following it today. It's about just being true, and that's what we used to follow.
Correct.
I mean, because we used to go to, like I said, we used to go to watch certain bands, and we used to watch them in the biggest. I know, I just caught myself saying that.
Hey! Yeah! Hey, are you them two boys that are fucking whacking off of my toe shit?
I did live down.
Beavis and Butthead.
I did live down south for a few years.
I like that.
But I'm saying
The OG King of the Hill has just arrived, folks.
Oh,
but
so
we-
good.
Let's fucking go.
But we didn't listen to these bands because we wanted them to be perfect. It was something we related to. It was an energy that they gave out. It was a message they gave out. Whether you were into lyrics, whether you were into riffs, whatever you were into. It wasn't about being top 10. And it should never be about being top 10. It's the platforms are different. I mean, back in the 60s, 70s, even the early 80s. The only way to get popular back then is you had to play.
Look at that fucking thick board, huh?
You like that?
Look at that fucking thing.
All right.
Oh, it's because you're
Hang on,
tilting it.
hang on. There's an ice cube in there.
Oh, all right.
All
You
right.
actually look at
All right, so we got one more.
Hey,
I might
Matthew.
look all right through this.
Mr. Matt.
No.
Dude, fucking.
Mr. Matt, I have a question for you, kid.
Yes, sir.
You got one more segment in you?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
All
All right, so we got one more thing.
We're gonna.
So
we're gonna after these messages, we're gonna come back. Go ahead,
All right.
Anthony.
Oh, after our messages?
From Charmin, the fucking shitting bears.
Yeah, I think we still have it.
Which is really weird. I
think
feel
we
like
s-
that's a weird concept, but okay.
Why don't
All right,
we
so
use
part
that?
3, we're gonna have some fun. Are you guys cool with having fun?
I want to have fun.
Let's
What
have
are
some fun.
What are you playing,
And we
Monopoly?
have another bottle to open.
Yes, we do, because we had a guest
I mean,
that
we don't get to
decided
do this all the
bring-
time, so hey, let's just fucking.
Attaboy.
For those of
All
you
right,
who
listen.
weren't here
For
at the
all
beginning.
you unseasoned pros, like we can go easy on this bottle if we have to.
It's actually my favorite one out of all these.
Don't you ever fucking call
And-
me unseasoned ever again.
Sir, yes, sir.
And for those of you who
Good
have
night.
been
Hey, Melrose,
joining us
it's
this
back.
entire
Right.
time, thank you.
Back.
For Christ's sake.